Hello and welcome to justcomparecars.com. My name's James and today I'm going to be doing a walk around video of this 2016 66 plate Nissan Navara Tekna Auto. This particular vehicle's done 43,000 miles and it's got full Nissan service history. Also, bearing in mind that it's done the 43,000 miles and it's a 66 plate, it's also got the remaining amount of the manufacturer's warranty, which is either 5 years or 100,000 miles. Okay, so the idea of these videos is that basically we will give you an idea of exactly what it is you're coming to look at, but from the comfort of your own home. So I'll go around the vehicle and inspect it as you would if you were here. I'll show you all the panels, I'll show you any marks, any scratches, any dents. I'll show you the wheels and the tyres, obviously in the back of the vehicle inside. I'll show you all the seats, basically everything that you would want to see if you were here in person. Obviously after that I'll show you under the bonnet, and then also finally I'll show you the chassis and underneath the vehicle as well. If after the video you've got any questions, if you wait until the very last page of the video, all my contact details will be on there and you can get in touch from there. A few things to mention: I am recording the video in HD, so whatever you're watching it on, just obviously make sure it's on the best possible setting so that you can appreciate it as best you can. Just two more things. If you're happy with what you see after you've seen the video, we can take a deposit over the phone, no problem, and we can even deliver the vehicle anywhere in the world. In the UK obviously it's much easier. In the rest of the world all I needed to know which port you want it delivered to and we can get you a price for that. If again after you've watched the video you're happy to go ahead and you want to finance a vehicle, a small deposit will secure it, but then we'll need a deposit to cover the VAT. Application will take about 5 minutes and we can usually get you a decision within an hour. Okay, enough of the babbling. Let me crack on. We'll start with the bonnet and we'll work our way around and we can go from there. Obviously it's worth mentioning this one's got a bib on the front. I've asked a couple of people who said, oh, what's they for? Basically the best thing you can use them for is it stops stone chips on the front bonnet. So whoever's had this has obviously spent money. And as we go round you'll see why. The bib is just one thing. We've got light covers front and rear, we've got bull bars, and we've got a few other things as well. Right, so bonnet. It's in really good condition. Obviously let's bear in mind, you know, it's a 66 plate, it's only done for 43,000 miles, and it's got full Nissan service history. This truck's obviously been pampered from day one, it's obvious. There are a few little marks that I've noticed as I've walked around it, but it's worth mentioning that it's in exceptionally good condition. So in regards to the bonnet, I can't see anything at all, to be honest with you. There's nothing that's sticking out, which you can probably appreciate from the video. Obviously there is an element under here I can't see, but I can only presume it's been put in place because obviously it's to protect the vehicle. You don't spend that sort of money on something like that unless it's good underneath. So, front bumper, let's work our way around. Obviously we've got a little bit of an element where we've got a bull bar which sits in front of a few bits, but you know, in regards to the rest of it, it's in really good condition. Nothing behind I can see that's obvious. The bull bar's in good condition as well, and as you can see it's a good quality one. That would not have been cheap. Headlights. Glass is good, and as you can see we've got the Navara protective covers on there as well. If you don't like them they will just pop off, but I think they look quite good. Obviously you get an element of extra protection on the headlights as well there. Let's work our way onto the front wing. There's no obvious marks, scratches or dents. It's in good condition. So front wheel and tyre, wheels in good condition. And it's a Continental tyre. It's basically new. Not new, is it? No, I'd say 7 or 8 mil as an approximate. Okay, so let's work our way down the passenger side. Again, I'm looking for any marks, scratches or dents. And I think you'd appreciate and agree there's no dents on it at all. I can't even see any marks, to be honest. I know there's a couple of little marks on the other side which I'll point out to you when I go around it, but on this side I don't think there's anything. On the roof, again nice and clean. Worth mentioning, it's got the Thule rack, and I think that there's a bike rack in the middle there. I'm not 1000% that is what it is, but I think it is. I think that pops up and you put your back wheel in it, and then that pops up and you put your front wheel in it. But the Thule bars, they are expensive, and of course they're on there, so they're included. Rear quarter, obviously there's a protective guard there, which will just peel off if you've got a little bit of discoloration around it. They all do it, to be honest with you. There's nothing I can do about that. Rear quarter, and again it's in great condition. There's no obvious marks or scratches on there at all. Rear wheel and tyre, again it's a Continental and the wheel's in great condition. It's matching tread depth, nice, and plenty of loads of tread on there. Let's have a quick look at the colour match of the tub. So a nice place to look is here. I think you'll agree it's a good match, because obviously you see all three elements of the vehicle there and it matches perfectly. It's a Truckman top and it's in exceptionally good condition. It's got sliding windows, so it's perfect if you've got dogs. Yeah, nice and clean. Again, we've got rear light yards. Lights are in good condition, as are the guards, and they look quite nice, to be fair. Might not be everyone's taste, but you've got to remember they do just come off if you don't like them. Rear bumper, we've got reversing sensors of course, and reversing camera. Get my words out. So the rear door, I have got a slight rub mark here. I say it's a rub mark, it's not a scratch, because I can't feel it on my finger at all, and it's not bad at all. But it's just, I don't want to be honest with people when we're doing the videos, because obviously, you know, it's important to show you everything. There's a little bit of paint missing there. Again, this comes down, so you know it might have caught it on the bottom of a trailer or something like that. It does happen, but the rest of it's in great condition. No tow bar, so it's not towed anything. Obviously, bear in mind these will tow 3.5 ton, and they'll quite happily do that all day in, day out, and they'll do over 40 to a gallon as well, which is really great. Got anything? No. Oh, so I've mentioned these. Obviously, this one's a Tekna, so it's got 360-degree reversing camera. You get one camera under each mirror, and also one under the Nissan badge there. So you get that really cool 360-degree camera view, which I'll show you in a few minutes working. Right, so let's have a look in the back. The pneumatics work perfectly on the lid. Nice to see. You know, they do fail sometimes. They're not expensive to repair, but you know, it's worth mentioning that there's nothing to do. Pneumatics are great, opens perfectly. Decent size aperture, obviously, when the doors open. Nice and clean in the back. It's not got a plastic filler. You know, you can get those quite easily, and they're easy to repair, easy to put in. If you've got dogs, you can put a dog bed in there as well. What they call bed rug or something like that. They do make one for Nissan. I think we might even have one stock. If you want one, let me know. So let's start again. Driver's side, again, lights are in good condition. Let's work our way down. You will notice that these have got two fuel filler caps, not two fuel caps. One's AdBlue, so they are ULEZ, so they will go into the ultra low emission zones. And if you're in one of those areas, it means that you should be able to duck underneath and actually not pay the charge. Rear wheel and tyre, driver's side, again Continental. Fingers crossed we've got a full set. Again, loads of tread on the tyre, 6-7mm. You know what? I said it's a Truckman top, and it's not. It's a SJS. Still a good quality one though. My apologies for that. But as you can see, they've got heavily tinted windows. So if you're using them for dogs, if you're using them for tools, whatever, you've got an element of safety in there. And these things are tough. They don't just break. That's AdBlue, as you can see. So let's work our way down the driver's side. Right, so as you can see, it's in good condition. There's no obvious dents, but there are a couple of little marks I've noticed. There's one here. As you can see, it's not bad. It's there though, that's the thing. I've got a small stone chip there, pinhead size. I've noticed another one there, just here. Now I can't feel that, so I'd like to think that that would polish out. That's it for the doors. I think there's a little bit, no, there's a bit more, that's right. On the swage line here, there's a couple of little marks you can see. They're not bad, but they are there. So, front wing. Wings in great condition, no dents. And then finally, driver's side front wheel and tyre. And it is a Continental, so we've got a full set of Continentals. Nice to see. Obviously it's not a cheap option. Loads of tread on the tyres. Okay, so this one is a Tekna, which means that as long as you've got your keys in your pocket, you can press that button there and it will unlock and lock. I'm not going to press it, the keys are in it, it'll just go beep, 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 as you can hear. Telling me off because the keys are in it. Driver's side door card is very clean. Driver's side armrest, you've got your lock-in electric windows, and you can lock and unlock your doors, and then you've got 4 electric windows, folding power mirrors, and then your control for your mirrors are there as well. Driver's side seat, there is a little tiny crack in the plastic on the side. They do go there sometimes, to be honest with you. It's not bad, but I have to show you. So the driver's seat is electric. It will go forwards, it will go backwards, go all the way up, and it'll go all the way down. So there's a level of comfort for anyone, really, to be honest with you. The backrest will go forwards and backwards as well. And a really nice extra, which I like, is if you watch this part here, you can pump that up. So if you suffer from a bad back when you're driving, your level of comfort goes through the roof. Let me just climb in. I shall start it up. As you can see, it's an automatic gearbox. Vehicle fires up straight away, there's no problems, there's no nasty noises. Really nice and smooth. Arguably one of the best media centres that you can get, in my opinion. Really good media centre. There's not a lot they don't have. In fact, I can't think of anything they don't. I did notice on this one earlier on that, let me see if I can find it. On setup, you can even have, let me find it, system, no, back, can't find it, I'm not sure where to get into it. Info, there we go, my apps. You can even have Facebook. You can even have Facebook and Google online on there. That's crazy. Didn't know they did that. So you've got your map for your navigation. You've got a CD player. You've got SD card slot, so you can put your music on there. If you look further down here, you've got USB and AUX, so you can plug your phone in, charge your phone, and also you can stream your music from there. And also you've got Bluetooth as well, so you've got Bluetooth hands-free. You've got radio, DAB, FM, AM, as you can see. So you've got a massive list of your DAB radios, stations, and obviously you can't get better than that in regards to a radio station. Really good. Dual zone climate control, all controlled from here. Obviously you can have hot one side, cold the other. Aircon works, no problems at all. You've also got heated front seats, high and low, and they do work. Check them. Switchable 4-wheel drive system. You can do it while you're moving. I think the recommendation is up to 30 miles an hour. My recommendation to you is stop, put it in park, and then change it with your foot on the brake, because it's only going to increase the life of your gearbox. Let's be fair, you don't want any extra expense when you don't have to. We've got hill descent, and also you can lock and unlock your doors from there as well as on your armrest, of course. There is armrest, centre armrest with 12 volts inside, nice and clean, everything works as it should, there's no nasty smells inside, everything's nice and clean. Let me just, so the bolsters are nice and firm. The material's nice on the actual seat itself, nice and firm on the bottom, and the same on the sides. They do get saggy obviously when you've used them quite a lot, but again, this has only done 43,000 miles, so it's done nothing. Passenger seat, again, it feels nice and clean. Bolsters are perfect. To be honest with you, it doesn't feel like it's been sat in. Very, very nice. So look at the steering wheel controls. On the right hand side of the steering wheel, you've got your cruise control and also your phone control down at the bottom, and then to the left is your media center control. So I'll switch that off. So obviously you can start and stop from your where are we there on your button. As long as you've got your key on your person, it will start and stop. If I remember correctly, it's a 7-speed automatic box, and the figures say about 40 to a gallon. We did sell one to a lady in Scotland not long ago, and she was doing about 80 miles an hour all the way up, obviously on a German road if you like, and she was averaging 47 miles to a gallon by the time she got home. We also sold one to a gentleman not long ago that tows a decent sized trailer, and he was getting nearly 40 to a gallon towing, which is obviously, it's phenomenal. Pop the bonnet, let's have a quick look in the back. Rear door card, again, nice condition. Electric window in the back, you can lift the back up, and then you've got your 2 cubby holes where your tools are. You can obviously tether that up if you want, and you can have it at the extra space. You put your dog in the back or whatever. Let's have a quick look on the passenger side. Again, passenger card, very clean. Everything works as it should. The other side of the passenger seat, obviously it's a manual this side, but again, nice and clean. Bit of a different view of the dashboard. It's worth mentioning about the pocket at the top and your 12 volts, so you've got loads of sockets. And then obviously passenger side rear. Again, the door card's really neat, clean, as are the carpets and everything else in this truck. It's been obviously been looked after and loved. Nice to see. Let's just shut that. Only other thing to mention, it has got 2 keys, 2 key fobs, whatever you call them, and a key for the canopy. Let's have a quick look under the engine. Bear me a second while I prop it up. So, under the engine bay, as you can see, it's not been cleaned, no pre-preparation or anything like that, it's just really clean. If you look at the turbo unit, there's no oily residue around it, it's in good condition, as is the whole of the vehicle, to be honest with you. Obviously, remember, it's got full Nissan service history, so you know whoever's had this has really looked after it and loved it. And everything is evident across the board. Right, let's have a quick look underneath. So everything looks nice and tidy under there, everything's clean. There's no signs of any oil leaks or anything, which is good. Let's have a look at the spare. So the spare is brand new, and it's full size. So it's all good. Have a quick walk around it. So obviously you can see it in the sunlight. It's always nice to see it in a different way. Okie dokie, so I'm going to leave the video there. Hopefully I've covered everything that you could potentially need to see or want to see. Like I mentioned before, if you're happy with what you see and you want to go ahead and purchase the vehicle, please give us a call. We're only at the end of the phone. Thanks for your time. Bye bye.